Hey guys, I'm Acidify. I'm a 2D environment concept artist, and today I just want to show you guys how you could draw a realistic looking tree out of scratch using a drawing tablet and Photoshop. So the first thing you want to do is basically load up a blank canvas in Photoshop or on whatever software you're using and start drawing the reference image of a tree from the trunk to the stems. And you want to use a dark color for this, so perhaps a dark brown will be perfect for this tutorial. And what I usually like to do is just roughly start drawing out the reference image of a tree. You don't have to be precise with this, you can always add details later. So once you're done with the layout of the tree, just use the eraser tool and start trimming the edge of the stems and make it look a little bit more pointier. Just don't forget that, a tree usually have their branches going upwards and not downwards. So when you're trimming the edges of each stem, just try to make it look pointier going upwards and not downwards. While you're at it, you can also use the eraser tool to start trimming down the trunk of the tree and make it look a little bit more realistic. You can also do this to the branches as well. Now once you're finished with the stems, you just always have to think of where the light source is coming. So if the light source was coming from the right, the shadows will all be on the left, and vice versa. If it's on the top, it'll be on the bottom. Alright, so for this tutorial, I'm just gonna put the light source coming from the top right, so the shadows will all be on the left side of the tree. Alright, so once you've positioned the light source, you just have to find out which colors you want to use to start painting into the tree. In this tutorial, I decided to use the dominant colors to a tree, which is basically dark brown, brown, light brown, and very light brown, which is more of a beige color. Before blending in the colors, just don't forget to lock the layer to your tree. When you've done that, start painting the lighter colors into your tree where the source light is hitting the most. So as you can tell, I'm basically blending in the lighter colors on the right side of the tree just because of the fact that that's where the sunlight is hitting the most. So during the blending process, you should always enable the opacity tool on the top, just so that your picture doesn't get smudged with solid colors. You can also start using darker colors to enhance the shadows on your tree. And by using the combination of darker colors and lighter colors, you can really get that 3D feel to your painting. So once you finish painting the main colors to your tree, you want to start working on the details. And once again, find out which colors you want to use for your details. A tree usually has plantations and small rocks and pebbles, so I've decided to use green and yellow for the details. Now using your imagination to start painting in the details in your tree, it's always better to use a smaller brush for this process. And just always remember to keep the opacity tool enabled, because you don't want the details to be really solid. You want to blend it in gradually into your tree. In this tutorial, I've decided to use more green on the bottom because it's near to the ground and there's a lot more grass down there. This is optional, but you can also add vines to make your tree look more eerie, I guess. But yeah, feel free to add vines, whatever works for you. For the shadows, I basically like to use the Photoshop's default brush, which is the first round-edged soft brush. So yeah, just remember that the shadow is darker when it's closer to the object, and when it gets further away, it becomes lighter in color. Now once you're finished drawing the shadow on the ground, make a new layer and change the style to overlay and start painting the shadow into your tree to make it stand out and look more 3D in general. So what an overlay layer does is that it adds like those smudged burn effect feel to your tree, so it really enhances the shadow into your painting. And finally, for the highlights, you want to do the same thing. Just paint into your overlay layer where the light source is hitting the most, and yeah, it will just give that really sharp image to your tree or to your painting in general. Just don't forget, for the shadows you want to use a dark color, and for the highlights you want to use a brighter color. So you're basically done, but you can always add more details into your painting. So in this case, I'm adding more specific little branches to give the tree a full volume effect, So yeah, that was a little short video on how to draw a realistic looking tree. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. Your support really means a lot. I'll probably be making more tutorials like this, so yeah, stay tuned for that. I hope you have a good day. Peace.